Writers, today we're going to be talking about punctuation. Whether you're writing a story, or a letter, or a text message, punctuation is very important. Punctuation shows the reader how the sentence should be read and makes the meaning clear. Today we'll teach you about 3 kinds of end punctuation. First, let's talk about the period. A period is used at the end of a telling sentence. Look at the picture. Do you see that the dog has spots? If a writer wanted to tell you about that dog, the writer might write, "My dog has spots." A period would be used at the end of that sentence because the writer is telling you about the dog's spots. Next, let's talk about the question mark. A question mark is used at the end of asking sentences. Let's pretend that a writer is writing a story about children at school, and one of the characters said, "Do you have a pencil?" The writer would need to put a question mark at the end of that sentence because the character was asking a question. Finally, let's talk about an exclamation point. A writer uses an exclamation point when they want to show strong feelings like anger or fear or excitement. The children in this picture just won a trophy and they are feeling very excited. So the writer put an exclamation point at the end of the sentence so the reader will read it with strong emotion, like this: "We won the game!" Listen to this story and see if you can figure out why it's so confusing. Sam tried to walk Snowball. Home Snowball growled. No, Sam shouted, then Sam noticed a little brown patch of fur. Did you notice that this writer only used a period at the very end of all of his sentences? That's why the reader didn't know how to read his words, and the story didn't make any sense. Listen to the story now that the writer has gone back and added punctuation. See if it makes sense. Sam tried to walk Snowball home. Snowball growled. No, Sam shouted. Then Sam noticed a little brown patch of fur. Now the reader knows when to slow down and when to show strong emotions, and the story makes sense. Listen to this sentence and see if you can decide what kind of punctuation is needed. Sam cried, "Who are you?" If you notice that this was an asking sentence and needed a question mark, then give yourself a pat on the back. Writers, today you will reread your story to make sure you've included the correct end punctuation. Then others will know how to read your story and the meaning will be clear. Okay, writers, off you go.